Yeah, you are now watching the She Shed Show.
We're not live yet. We just live and visual.
Okay.
I didn't want you to waste your good ass intro. Shout out to Nina Nicole, y'all. This is that King Kong by Nina Nicole. Make sure y'all guys tune in. I be playing the female shit on the She Shed Show.
Already.
You know, trying to get all the hot.
Nina Nicole.
Hey.
Shout out, girl.
Is this mic pretty sensitive so I don't have to be so close or what?
Because you talk low,
Yeah.
let's scoot it to you just a smidget. Don't come in here like you finna have a big voice. You know you talk low. I'm talking about, do I need it, ma'am?
Let me ask in advance.
Yeah, it sounds good though. You can hear yourself, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
Good. I should have watered.
No, you're good.
All right, guys. Tonight is Wednesday, September 1st. You are listening to the She Shed Show. I am your host this evening, Super Duper Trunk Rattler. I am joined this evening by Miss Lovey, queen of all things indie. And also, we have a special guest host. Let me give her introduction because it's quite lengthy. And let me tell you, she deserves it all.
Indeed.
She is a Houston native, a spiritual counselor. She is into development and branding and production. She's into managing personalities, training, professionalism. She develops nonprofits. She does business consultation. She's the queen of business ethics, business etiquette, family and community service. I'd like to introduce you tonight to Mrs. L.A. Osborne. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. Oh, you are most welcome. Thank you for joining us. I was so grateful when Lovely gave me a call and let me know that you would be joining us. I'm so grateful for you to come on.
Thank you, Miss Lovey.
Oh, you know, I try to put a, you know what I'm saying?
Especially for her. I told her initially, look, especially for you.
She doesn't do interviews, so I
having
appreciate you coming through to the She Shed. Major key alert.
Yes. But I'm happy to be here and thank you for having me.
Oh, you're most welcome. Please do come back anytime. We're going to go ahead and get started this evening.
How you going to ask her back? You don't know how she going to act this time. She may not act right.
You might be right.
Might say some things, okay?
Right. I was just playing.
Say some things.
Cut that fan on.
On or off?
On.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, I need it on.
It's on?
I can't find the switch.
It's on the top part.
Top part.
Yeah, on the top. Not on the lamp, but I mean it's on the top of the.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you messing.
I'm messing all kind of stuff up.
Red.
I got it now.
Teamwork.
Yeah.
Woo. I need
Teamwork.
some air. And I need some light. And I said, let there be.
Indeed. Now we're back in action. Sorry about that, y'all. We had to get it together. Got to get my host together. You know
Yeah, I need that air, y'all, so you're just going to have to forgive me. But we're going to dive right in. Hey, guys, I have to let y'all know something that made me so proud.
What happened?
Sean Diddy Combs.
What he did?
He did it.
What he do, girl?
Okay.
He started an initiative called Ciroc Stands.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it is an initiative that is aimed at empowering Black women in business.
Really?
Isn't that amazing?
Yes.
What he's going to do is pair them up with a mentor to get them up and successful. And then he is going to let everybody know, give them some light, amplify their success.
Promote them and endorse. That's
Yeah.
what's up.
So I just wanted to let Sean D. Combs P. Diddy know that the She Shed Show is with you, and
Yes.
we're definitely excited to see what will come of your initiative. So we'll be looking out for that news.
All right, and thank you for being one who steps up.
Oh,
So,
absolutely.
you can only do what you can do, and in good intentions, it'll get done.
Yeah.
And sure along, other people follow. But yeah, give you, props for
Yeah.
being the one to step up.
Yeah,
You
and,
know?
and it's very interesting because Black women
Mhm.
are the leaders in establishing new businesses now. We all know
Absolutely.
it, but we struggle. And I'm really, really grateful for P. Diddy to just go ahead and do that for us. That was wonderful. That was great. I really, really like that story. So I just wanted to share with everybody. P. Diddy is the man, baby.
Yes, that's good to see one around.
Yeah, and there's another connecting one that I saw today. It was a report that was let out by the was it the Law Center for Women? Let's see which one it is. Oh, it's a good one too. A new report conducted by the National Women's Law Center shows that Black women must work until they are 83 to make what a white man makes by the time he's 60.
That's the most.
Yeah.
That is the most terriblest thing I've heard all day.
Yeah.
I don't like
83 years old to make what a white man makes by the time he's 60. And just consider, you don't even start working until, 10, 15 years of age or whatever. You start making
Yeah.
some pennies. But by the time you're 60, a Black woman has to work another
20 years.
23 years to make what
Absolutely.
he's made by the time he's 60.
Yeah, those raises don't come as easy.
that.
Yeah.
Those promotions don't come as easy.
That's right.
But the work is supplied.
Oh, I know.
They have
we
they
work
have
hard.
plenty of work provided for us
Yeah.
or for us to take over. It's a lot of positions that we actually work double positions, especially in corporations.
Mhm.
We're usually given
Multiple
a
hats.
lot of work.
And not the pay
And
to match it.
we're overly qualified, but we're passed over when it comes to promotions and recommendations or positions of higher positions. So
Yeah, and there are some different industries that we could become more involved in that we don't currently, pursue businesses in, like a number that has been on the uptick, which is Black women who have been buying and becoming more trained in firearms.
absolutely.
We stay
Yeah.
strapped on him.
I know.
Look. Grandma had one in the closet.
Right.
So I don't know
like-
where they get that from.
That purse heavy for a reason.
Exactly.
Man, I don't play about. Hey, look, I'm always gonna keep my piece on me, and I ain't talking about my man.
Okay.
So let me tell you, if you are out there and you want to get into business, consider firearms. We need Black sisters out there educating one another. We don't always want a man to show us how to disable a man.
True.
We need a woman to show us how to disable a man.
These
You know?
last 2 years have been really productive, and we've made a lot of strides as Black women.
Facts.
So,
In general.
yeah. So there were 2 women who were the first to be gas station owners.
Oh,
Really?
Yes.
Was one of those at Humble?
Yes. And I believe I can't tell what the other one was, but I did read up on 2 women being the first ones to have their own gas station. Also, there's a
Beauty-
group of women.
You want to say that?
Yeah.
The beauty supply?
Yep, it's several.
Now.
Yes, exactly, because it took a while for a few of them to even get the establishment of hair being transported. So that kind of was the technical.
Where
Right.
the other,
Yeah,
the other
absolutely.
races, they got their cousins over there. So
That's right.
it's not
They're-
hard to
they're
plug.
plugged.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
hard to get plugged in.
Okay.
Yeah, and there's, absolutely, there is no way for us to 86 them out of that equation.
Absolutely.
But, these are areas where we need to begin to network.
Yeah.
Just because they are a different race, just because they speak a different language, just because we are separated by oceans doesn't
Yeah.
mean that we cannot become friends.
And
Obviously we
Yes.
spend a lot of money with them. So
Right.
you would think that they
That's
would want
right.
to create some friendship and network with us.
yeah, travel has been a huge promotion for that. So, like, I know many corporate women or women who had to go over and research and make relationships by connecting over here
Mhm.
and then having the courage to go over, because
Mhm.
with a lot of different foreign entities, they want to meet you.
That's right.
So, and being in person shows your initiative
Right.
times 10.
That's right.
You know,
And what's a
so
trip?
they respect that and they are willing to work with us when we fight for it. And of course, there's always going to be some people going to try to prevent it,
That's right.
but there are some that get through,
Mm-hmm.
and there's some
Yeah.
that's been there for years that you don't know about that has paved the way, and now others are being able to capitalize off of it.
That's right.
So, yeah, sharing information with networking is the most important part at this time. Any information you get, ladies, share with another lady.
Share with another
I
lady.
share with
Beauty-
another group.
The beauty field in general, I feel like there's a lot more Black women taking classes for cosmetology and nails and actually doing pedicures and not just, you know what I mean, coming out with their own nails and not letting it be ran. Because there's a lot of fields that are dominated by other races, and it's not because we're not the biggest consumers.
Mhm.
It's just because we don't even put a leg in the race. So to
don't.
see these different opportunities or situations with Black women being bossing up on shit that's male dominated, that's dominated by Indians, that's dominated by Asians. It's
Absolutely.
awesome.
Yeah.
You know.
It's work.
It is work.
But you just have to put it in.
That's right.
It is persistent. You have to be persistent to get ahead or get make connections.
Right.
To be in the right places at the right time. Take advantage of those opportunities.
And create opportunities
absolutely.
for yourself. You
have to be persistent.
Push forward and forge where there is no path.
Absolutely.
You know, the languages throughout Asia are very difficult to learn, but we are capable of learning these languages. I mean, we are in their establishments every day. We see them every day. We hear these languages every day. It would be very, very beneficial to us to learn those languages.
Absolutely.
Stories.
Even now, it would be very beneficial to encourage your children to learn
those
too.
languages.
It's not easy to do, but if you are also just as persistent with them learning alternative things that can help them in the future, not necessarily now, but later, to limit the gap.
Oh yeah. You know, my mother, she was very, very insistent that I would get involved in languages, and I picked them up. I studied Hebrew, I studied Spanish.
Fantastic.
Even in college, I did Italian diction. Language is not a very difficult thing to pick up. I'm even studying Portuguese now, which is a very different language. I am not getting the hang of it, but we're gonna get that Rosetta Stone.
Come on, Rosetta.
Repaid.
Come on, Rosetta.
We're gonna get
That's
back
how I
started
had to
with
stay
that.
fluent. Look, I learned
yeah.
early. I traveled quite a bit in my career. I've been working in a couple of my careers for over 20 years. And in them time frames, I was the only Black girl
That's right.
in a lot of the industries I was in. Thank you, God.
Right.
Because He made the way for me to get there. I did not get there myself.
And you were successful.
Absolutely. But the relationships was made. But many times, projects, companies, various companies, I was either the only Black girl.
That's right.
And then a lot of the times I was the only Black girl and younger by 20, 30 years. You know?
I stand in many circles where I'm the only Black woman. I mean, it happened to me all the way through school. It's happened to me in my professional career, even with my friends sometimes.
Yeah.
And so I am comfortable with this.
Good.
I've heard all of the negativity that's possible of them to be created. I know what's out there and being said about us, but we have to get at the table and we have to sit down and we have to rub elbows with everyone.
True.
Without unity, we are nothing.
True.
And we are
True.
powerful people. And if we could just climb over this hump, we'll be all right. It's going to take some work.
Yeah.
So let's talk about this nasty little man, Trick Daddy.
What's wrong
What
with
he do now?
Now, let me tell you something about Trick
What do
Daddy.
you do now?
You know what?
You know what? I'm taking a sip on that.
My headphones, I'm laughing.
I'm going to take a sip on that one. I'm taking 2 sips.
Oh, no.
Who he upset now?
Your boy, Trick Daddy.
Yeah, I can't.
He just want to let everybody know that he is still 10 toes down for Eat a Booty Gang.
And is.
Yeah, he say he is not only the president, but the CEO. the founder,
Oh,
and also a member.
okay.
But he wanted to put
Go
up a
into
disclaimer.
detail. Yeah, tell
Yeah.
Yeah, explain.
Yeah, he mentions, and this black brothers that we're talking about, not eligible men for the women who are out here looking for love. This is what we have out here offered up, ladies. So get ready, because you might just have exactly what he needs. He
Okay.
said, no pee, no doo doo. That's his standard. That's his standard, y'all. We're talking about Trick Daddy. Anyway, so I just want.
Yeah, we're gonna leave him alone.
So you heard me say September 1st. Today is the day, and everybody who lives in Texas already heard that we have the nastiest number, 666 laws that went into effect.
Today.
Today. Some have already gone into effect or whatever, but we have some that really went into effect today, and these laws are horrendous. Some of them. Now there are a couple. I'm going to go ahead and get the highlights out of the way, because I really did appreciate some of the good ones. Police body cameras, they have to stay on now during an active investigation in the state of Texas. And this law was enacted and named for Botham Jean.
Oh,
That's right.
really?
That's right.
Botham Jean,
Thank you.
right?
Thank you. Thank you. Botham Jean.
Jean.
Yeah. I think it's a French last name, so I think
Girl,
it is
he's
Jean.
black. It's Botham Jean. That's that nigga name.
All right.
I'm just playing.
All right. But just an update on that too, Amber Geiger,
Oh yeah, that's the
chick that shot him
Mhm.
while he was eating ice cream or whatever. Uh-huh.
She tried
Well,
it.
She did try it. And guess what else? She tried it again.
Did she
Really?
try to get
She sure did.
appeal? Another one?
She did try to appeal. She was denied back in August.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And just FYI, she is not up for parole until 2020. Y'all hear that note?
Mm.
2.5 years. So I think it's
That's it?
I know.
That-
That's right. That's how it goes in the
Yeah.
state of Texas. She only got 10 years for that man's his short life being ended so
Taken,
early.
huh?
She only got 10 years. But at least her appeal was denied. They did find that she was rightfully convicted, and
Not turned over. Okay. Small justice, but we'll take it.
thank you, state of Texas. Thank you, state of Texas.
Barely.
Some other laws
Barely.
that went into effect today, they are limiting abortions
Mm-hmm.
by limiting access.
Yeah.
You can,
With the heartbeat.
they
So
say
about
weeks.
6 weeks.
6
Yeah.
weeks.
Bitches don't even find out they pregnant till like,
6 weeks.
you know what I'm saying?
And
2 months.
Now I ain't never had no baby or been pregnant, but I'm just saying. I imagine if it was gonna happen, that it would go. And I feel, I'm for the women's right to choose. Me,
That's right.
Because certain situations happen to females.
That's right.
And not every situation is ideal, not just because they don't want to have a baby, but because they were raped, they were taken advantage of, they were molested, whatever, but you still gonna you know what I'm saying? Like underage girls that, go trafficked or end up pregnant.
That's
you
right.
need to tell me that they can't get no abortion because
After 6 weeks.
after 6 weeks,
That's right.
you gonna let
Yeah.
12-year-olds and 13-year-olds and 14-year-olds, victims, force them to have children that they can't take care of. It's like
Yeah.
a cycle almost, putting them in position to get and depend on the government,
That's right.
which requires you to not have the black man in the home in order to receive the baby. It's like a
Whole cycle.
systematic
That's right.
setup against black women.
Yeah.
Or maybe not
Systemic
black women,
oppression.
but women.
Systemic
Yeah.
oppression.
Systematic, yes.
Yeah, and I would also like to note that those items that you just mentioned, I think everybody agrees on that. It is the woman's choice that I agree with.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Women cannot be limited in no way, fashion, or form. We have got to be free. If the woman ain't free, nobody is free. Not the man, not the family, not the community, not us as a whole, nobody. The woman must be freed, not just here, but everywhere. And that's why I was reading some of these stories back about Afghanistan and about Iran and Iraq, and how these women
rights.
are so
Totally
limited
different.
over there.
No,
Yeah,
right.
it's completely
Yeah.
different, a
Yeah.
whole different culture, a
Yeah.
whole different approach and
Yeah.
perspective.
Many countries are like that. Like, you can't
Mhm.
look at her. She can't speak to you if
Exactly.
you're another man. Or
She got to wear a whole curtain.
Yeah, she had.
Ah, ah, not the curtain.
Right.
She
Who
got
that?
to wear
Not
the
the
whole curtain.
Right. Who that is under there?
Yeah, you don't know. It
Bitch,
could
you got
be a
some pretty
man.
eyes.
Yeah, it could be a
Mhm.
man.
Mhm.
You know, I'm not even gonna go there. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I just wanted to pivot around a little bit in the oppression of women, you know.
And these laws
Yeah.
that's just in place, and there's so many that we don't know about, and it'd be a
Mhm.
while for a lot of people to not
It ain't
find
until
out
you-
about,
right.
and not until the situation,
Until the situation come up and you like, that's a
situation
law.
arises a little late, and you're just like, well, last year
Yeah.
it said what?
But I know a law that I did enjoy was the alcohol law on Sundays, and that's now
Yes.
10
10 o'clock to 2 a.m.
Yeah.
I mean, they extended those hours, and I appreciated that.
Yeah, alcoholism.
And you appreciated
yeah.
that.
Yes, wine and beer anyway on a Sunday. So, and the regular, they extended it to 2 a.m. instead of midnight.
Martell,
No, ma'am.
Remy.
No.
Okay,
We
well,
talking
we gonna
about
move
Sundays, friend.
on.
Sundays. We baby steps, okay? We
Y'all
can
so
conceal and
Christian,
carry
though.
our weapons. Oh,
Man, get them out for the gas, y'all. Get
10
them
to
out for the
2?
gas.
That's demon time.
Ugh.
10 to 2? That's respectable.
She trying to
that,
figure it out.
that we even are discussing this being on a Sunday instead of a Saturday, whatever. So yeah,
Saturday somewhere.
whatever.
Just depends on where you are.
I'm gonna have my liquor on Saturday. If I have to drive over people to get to the liquor store, Spencer's gonna see me
On Saturday, that makes
On
sense.
Saturday.
I'm talking about Sunday though.
and then on Sunday, I'm gonna just have my liquor.
Okay.
You know,
or
I
if you
double.
wanted to, at 10 a.m., you could get you a bottle of wine.
I-
if you wanted to,
Now I can buy a bottle of wine on Sunday if I'm not mistaken.
but not until 12. But now they moved it back to 10, so you got
10.
two exactly
2 extra hours.
2 extra hours.
Woohoo!
That's all I'm saying. We gotta be small
Wow.
victories, small victories.
Cognac, baby.
Mm.
Okay, so we got another one. The founding of the they are now funding this 1836 project. This 1836 project is basically a program that creates they fund and create materials that are based on Texas history and patriotism.
Mm-hmm.
In succession with that law, another law they have also enacted is one against social studies, where our
Yes, it's not in
teachers
school anymore. It's not a class anymore, correct?
no social studies. It's an item for social studies. Teachers can no longer discuss
Slavery.
current issues
Mhm.
or the race or systemic racism in
Systematic
class.
racism. Mhm.
Yeah,
It's just gonna pull that out. Let's not burden the white people with
yeah. You're gonna have
what their
to teach your
ancestors
babies.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
even we
teach
was
them at
already
home.
barely getting the information
Exactly.
without being watered down. Now they took it out completely.
Completely.
Completely took it out.
Yeah, they said that the teachers can't even discuss if there's a Black Lives Matter movement.
Can't talk
Or-
about nothing.
That's right.
Damn.
That's right. And it you know, they're really just trying to muffle the Black Lives Matter movement because that is the most powerful one.
Yeah.
But if Latinas and Latinos would join together and have their movement, they would
Are they
probably
limiting
not say
their
nothing.
the information based on other cultures as well, or just what?
Well, you know, that's why they gave it a nice, comfy umbrella. Current events and systemic racism. Those are the two. If it fits under there somewhere, they can't talk about it no more.
I guess,
That's
and they
interesting.
feel like maybe by bringing it up and educating the current generation that
It'll
is
keep it
habitual.
active and-
Exactly. Rather than they
Mhm.
feel like if they suppress it, but really I feel like it's their own. I mean, I understand because it's like, oh well, if they learn young that if they don't know this, then there's no butting of heads. They don't
Yeah.
have the foundation
The
of
fight.
racism, right? But in
Right.
reality, it starts at home. If
It does.
you come from a long line of racist redneck people, it don't matter what the school's teaching you. You still don't have that same mindset.
Mhm.
That same mindset.
That same frequency throughout the community.
Exactly.
You're going to learn it because it is within your DNA.
Yeah.
it's gonna come down through your matrilineal DNA. It's gonna be already structured into your memories and understanding about how to survive in this world.
Right.
It's already implanted. The mothership downloaded a long time
Wow.
ago. So we don't have any worries about that because we are gonna persist, and we're gonna teach the truth in our homes, in our communities.
Mhm.
Thank God for establishments
Mm.
like Shape Community Center with Brother Lloyd Parker out there. He's still on Live Oak, y'all. He's still
Yeah.
accepting donations. He is still educating the people, feeding the elderly. He's doing what he has to do there. Shrine of the Black Madonna on MLK. Still educating the people, welcoming Black people in day and night, educating them, giving them opportunities, allowing them to open businesses and participate in commerce. So shout out to Shrine of the Black Madonna and the Shape Community Center.
As well as they got the Buffalo Soldiers
Uh-huh.
National Museum, which has been very active over the last since it came about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they
And
have
the Black Cowboy Museum.
Yes,
Yep.
absolutely.
Mhm.
We've had a few other museums pop up. Ladies and gentlemen, please share that information with individuals, with your children, with your nieces, your nephew. Please share your history.
Oh, definitely.
Learn your
Yeah.
own history.
Mm-hmm. You have to persist. You have to push forward and make the path where there is
Mhm.
none. They're trying to erase
And document.
our access.
And get away with documenting. So
Mhm.
we have to start documenting for ourselves.
That's right.
Logging, archiving such things, because you won't be able to find it. If that's the case, if they're taking it out of books, they're gonna start wiping it from everywhere else. So
Yeah.
Mhm.
we need to
And we all
archive
know,
such information.
and here on the She Shed Show, because I am the host, I'm always going to educate on your ability to document your own lineage.
Mhm.
You can go anytime, day or night, for free
Where to?
to
That's no good.
yeah. It'll come back to me. You know what I'm saying? You know
I
what
wanna
I'm saying?
know.
Yeah, me too. I was like, well, damn. That was anticlimactic.
FamilySearch.org.
Okay,
It is a
FamilySearch.org.
website that is manned by the Mormons in Utah. That is their purpose. That's right. I know
I
it sounds
visit the
crazy.
museum.
Mm-hmm.
I visit the museum, and of course, it's attached to the Mormon church,
That's right.
and the whole grounds is in
See,
the
I
center
can't
of
rock
Utah.
with it. You said the wrong thing. Now I can't do it. Now I can't.
You gotta rock with it.
You've got to experience it.
Yeah, you
not
do.
saying it like that, but let's talk. We don't go into it because it's almost time for a break. But I will say that the Mormons and the Black people
Don't mix.
I mean, they believe we go to. I can't. Nah,
Oh yeah.
I can't. Like,
Speak
based on
on
their
it.
belief system, it's like, no, I'm not going to come to you for my lineage. Like, that's like going to your oppressor and asking.
Oh well, you
like,
can go to Ancestry.com and pay an arm and a leg.
I'd rather pay an arm and a leg if I know
Same
Mormons is not
information.
telling.
Same information.
I don't think it's
the same information.
It's what they're doing with the information.
I'm telling you, FamilySearch.org gives you color photos. They give you news clippings. They give you
And
census,
ancestries
property
online is the
assessments.
same. You can go online. You can access the same files, but you do need to do your own family comparison. Ask
Mhm.
the people still living. See if there's any Bibles. We used to have our family had Bibles,
That's
Mhm.
right.
and names were written in it as far as they could remember.
Right.
So you need to research it yourself. In fact, I sat down with which is funny. I sat down with my mom. She came to spend time with me at my home, and aunt of mine had already done the research on my father's side,
Mm-hmm.
and she provided me with books. This woman went. I was so impressed.
To the courthouse.
Oh my gosh, she had a diagram. Okay,
Yeah.
she had she had video, and she had documented as far as she could, but she extended it so far that she even ran over into the grandparents of my mother, which she was starting with
That's right.
my grandfather's people.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So it went back.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
and just when my mom came to visit, I showed her quite a bit of it, information she didn't know.
Right.
And I went down to my mom's people came from Galveston, and her great grandmother and all of them experienced the storm,
Mm.
1903.
Mm.
So a lot
Wow.
of
A lot of people
information
got
that was
displaced too.
exactly, and a lot of people information was lost.
Destroyed. Right.
Mhm.
Yeah, ancestry all the way. Archive it. Make sure that you get your mother and your father's side. Go back as far as you can, and then branch out. Get all the
Every
wives.
legs.
Everybody change their last
Mhm.
name. Cousins,
Legs.
marriages, adopted,
Mhm.
kids,
Slave owners.
slave owners. Oh well, you know what?
Yeah, that's where
facts.
I'm just saying because
That
that's
brick
where them
wall
last
is
name.
hard.
That's what I'm
Facts.
saying. That last name is a motherfucker because
Facts.
That
ain't
brick
no
wall
way.
is hard.
I'm trying to tell you,
You
if
gonna
you can
run
get
into
past
it.
that,
You
then,
gonna at least run into the plantation.
yeah, for
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
If you're a
Yeah.
real
If
nigga
you
for
do
real,
real work.
But you know, if you go back, you'll find like I
Mhm.
was able to find a book written by my grandmother that speaks on the plantation.
Wow.
I was able to go through my own and get documents from the U.S. Army
Oh,
where they
wow.
overtook land
Mhm.
from my people.
right?
Man, you know what you're able to find is really belongs to you,
Exactly.
and it's yours once you learn it. But I can only do my mom and my dad because those are my personal interests.
Mhm.
Everybody has their own responsibility to find out who they are, where they come from.
They
I
have
just don't want the
census.
Mormons
They
telling
do
me about it.
census
I'm
today. They did back 20 and 30 years and 40 years and 50 years back. They were
Mhm.
doing census then.
sorry. Yeah.
How many people in the household, head of the
Oh
household?
yeah, they had to do that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of that information is tracked through that.
Right.
Yeah. And before 1870, they only listed us by gender and
Mhm.
age. So
Age. Yeah.
you know you can guess as long as you want, but if you didn't weren't in the newspaper or something like that, you'll never know. But we're going on break, guys.
Good information.
I'm so happy that you stuck around with us. It's been 44 minutes, and I really appreciate everybody. While we go on break, I want to go ahead and take this moment to send out she shared condolences to Nene Leaks. I know your husband passed away, Queen, and he has transitioned over to a much more beautiful place. You have our most heartfelt condolences, and the next few moments are dedicated to you.
Oh.